Hello everybody, today we're going to be installing a Cateye front bumper, welding on the front mounts, installing the new mounts for my new bumper, and putting them on my GMC Sierra 2000 model. As you can see, I've already got part of the swap done, but this is just going to be showing how to make the bumper mounts and bumper brackets work and what you need to order, because I've had trouble doing this. I've talked to other people that's had trouble doing this, and it seems like there's not really a good detailed version on a lot of the questions that I have on YouTube. So this is what I'm going to try to do. So this is my bumper that my buddy gave me. Only thing why he gave it to me, he worked at a body shop and somebody got into a little bit of an accident and put two little dings right there in it, and they wanted it replaced. So what I did, I don't have this bracket on yet, but I ordered these brackets off of eBay. They were 60 bucks. Here's the other one. It goes right like this, just like how that one does. And it also came with them brackets right there, but the GMC brackets are the same, so I'm not going to take mine off just so I don't have to go through the trouble of doing it. And I also ordered these mounts. This is the actual Cateye bumper mount, and I ordered it off eBay too. I will include the listing in the description of what these companies did. But as you can see, you have to cut these GMC brackets off, and in order to get these to go on. And this is the questions that I have, because on this mount, it's got these three holes right here. This is the top of this right here is the top of the mount. This is on the bottom. This is the driver's side, so it would go on like this. Well, on these GMCs, it's got these three holes in the frame for the tow hooks. I thought, well, they made it easy on me. I'm just going to use these holes from the factory tow hooks to mount it on. Well, it was wrong. These are not what they were trying to do. I don't really understand why they put them on there. Unless that's what they're telling you to do, is to drill into this frame right here in order to mount those. And I actually might do that just so it'll be a little easier, but I'm gonna tack weld it and things like that too. So over here on this Cateye, I came over here and looked, and that's how I can tell that them bolt holes they put are not the same. Is not what they're for. These actually have the tow hooks the same way that the GMCs do, since it's the same frame, but I haven't understood why they put them on there, unless it's simply for the purpose of bolting on, just putting a couple bolt holes in your frame in order to bolt on them new brackets. So I'm going to go ahead and install that last bracket and take a Sawzall and then grinder and clean up them front mounts and get them off of there. So here you can see what I did. I drilled a hole at the top and used the top hole. I'll snug it up, get it where I can get some good weld all the way around it, and then I know that it'll be a good tight fit. And I measured this all the way up, and then I measured off that other Cateyes that I have in here in the garage mount, and it all adds up to the same measurement. So I assume that's what these people used. I would just go ahead and put all three bolts and snug it up, but I think I'd rather have welds, since the factory is welds. I want it to look as factory as possible, but I am going to leave that top bolt hole in. I just took a Sawzall, this mount. I bent the tabs up off the GMC mount, took a Sawzall and cut all the way around. And since I know this right here is flush factory, I can use the welder and fill in this little hole from where I kind of got a little cattywampus off my line. Well, I got both brackets on, so now I'm going to test fit the bumper, and if everything looks good, I'm going to wire brush everything and put a good coat of black spray paint on it all. So we got it test fitted. I'm pretty happy. The gap is the same on each side. It's the sticking out the same distance. So I'm going to take it back off, and I'm going to weld up the frame and then put the coat of black spray paint over it. So here's the final product. I got the mounts welded in, and I went ahead and painted all that black underneath. The issue I'm having, as you see, these zip ties right here. The company that shipped me this SS cover, they had this wrapped up with the saran wrap all the way around, and it put a weird crease in it, so I'm letting it kind of tighten up and form around it with the sun and the zip ties. But I hope that was a better detailed version of welding these brackets and what they need to do to be done, because all the ones that I seen, I couldn't really put 2 + 2 together on it all. It didn't really show me everything that I needed to know. I had a lot of questions before and what to order especially. So I'm gonna add these links of the stuff that I used in my description. But I bought all my stuff from eBay. Like I said, the mounts themselves was 60 bucks. Then all the brackets were 60 bucks. So earlier I said I could use the GMC bars right here. Well, I actually had to end up using the Cateye ones that they shipped. I thought they were the same, but the Cateyes stick out just a little bit longer. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. It's very, very close. I couldn't put a measurement on it to get it completely straight as far as left and right, but back and forth they're good, and left to right by the eye, it's really, really close. It's level. But I hope that answers a lot of y'all's questions. I'm still waiting on headlights and waiting on my cow hood, waiting on my bumper inserts for this bumper. So if it helped you out, let me know. If you have any questions, just comment. I will answer, because I know that I had a lot of questions doing it too.